Secret is so dark that you must reveal it anonymously? I regret giving birth to my 9-year-old every day. I don't care if I get sent to hell either. She is verbal and can be as sweet as a peach when she gets her way, but doing the hard work of parenting her correctly has been a nightmare. She was an unwanted pregnancy when I was a dumb 20-year-old. I was on a lot of psych meds before I realized I was pregnant, and I think that messed up her brain. I took Plan B perfectly as instructed the one time I had unprotected intimacy. I figured that would have been the end of that worry. I didn't realize I was pregnant until she was about 10 weeks gestation and immediately stopped taking my meds. By the time I could get the money together for an abortion, the pregnancy was too far along. I wish I would have looked into adoption now. Her biological dad has never been in the picture. The first 5 years were pretty rough but manageable since I had my family's help and a super supportive husband. Once she started kindergarten, she was getting suspended from school constantly for stupid stuff. Her IAP was essentially worthless, and I couldn't hold down a job or go to school because I had no one to watch. At random times, I'd get called to take her home for 2 to 3 days at a time. So I did what I thought was best, and we packed up and moved out of state with her to a much more supportive area with better schools. We have been here for 3 years and it's been hell. Her professional support, in-home therapist, and the community have all been outstanding. But I have no support for myself besides my husband, and we are moving back to our home state in 3 weeks. She bites, kicks, screams, runs away into traffic, and calls us grotesque names when she doesn't get her way. Wednesday, I had to call the police because she refused to get into the car when it was time to go home. When I was finally able to literally drag her into the car and close it, she tried to bust the window open. She took an ambulance ride to the hospital and was a little angel for them when she calmed down. They said she wasn't a threat and sent her home. I am very bitter and resentful. I've done everything I can for her to give her a good life. She has in-home specialists come to teach her coping skills 5 hours every week. She is in one of the best school districts in Pennsylvania. I pay for acting and swimming classes for her, but when I sit down to discipline her, I get verbally and physically abused. I feel guilty because her baby brother is neurotypical and we have a very strong bond. I love him more, but I am becoming more apathetic every day towards my daughter. I hope that when we move back home that she gets arrested and ends up in juvenile detention so she can see how good she has it at home. And so I can get a break from her.